Hey guys, welcome to Raja Makes Money. How are all my money makers doing today? And wow, what another crazy day in the market. We finally had some good trades. I actually got some really good trades off, but it's just tough when the entire market crashes. A lot of your smaller stocks really get hurt. In the comments below, let me know what stock today did the worst for you and also what stock did the best for you. I want to know. Leave a comment, let me know. But guys, let's get right into it. It's tough when the whole market just crashes. There is not much you can do. There's stuff you can do if you're sitting with a lot of cash and you don't own any stock. But yeah, when all the major markets just start coming down, it's just crazy. I'm not sure. I'm hearing all these different theories, and of course, people have all these different ideas of why it's crashing. And looking now at after hours, it's crashing again. Some of the futures are already looking down. So hopefully it gets better before it gets worse. But let's look at it, guys. So here, after hours, futures are pointing down. I mean, that's really not that much based on today's losses in the market. But when you have sell-offs of 400 or 500 points, it definitely affects a lot of your littler stocks in the news. Some different things. This blows me away too. How these companies stay up with huge losses, like this and stuff. It's definitely it's crazy. But let's look at what we did today. So unfortunately, down $113,000 today. That's bigger for you guys, you can see it. Our biggest one today. So actually, and I'm going to go over some trades. I actually had about $120,000 in profitable trades on CCIV today. I actually had a really good day. And like I said, I know I can successfully day trade pre-market, during the day, and after market this stock and make a lot of money the way it moves and how it moves. And I also think we found a base, this $27, $28. I think we have a good base, and we saw what it can do and pop up. And I'm going to also tell you why it popped up today and also how to hedge it and some other stuff going on. It's crazy. So one of the big things in the market today is obviously GameStop. Everyone's talking about GameStop again, and people are using these big words like gamma squeeze and and whatever, and sugar daddy and sugar mamas and scratch my back and rocket chips. This thing is going to be back to $40 again, $50, or something. What you saw happen yesterday was after hours. It followed through today, and I can tell you, it's not going to go anywhere. People are saying, well, why? This is supposed to be so great. This is going to be this, $800 tomorrow. If this thing goes to $800 tomorrow, Robinhood will be out of business. They're not going to let this go to $800 is the problem. They're going to restrict it more. They're going to do stuff. You can't have these stocks that are just totally out of whack with valuations. You can have stuff run. And this thing we saw go to the, almost $500. But the problem is it's causing too much chaos, and there's no reason behind it. It's what they're trying to say is gamma squeeze or these different things. Well, that it's almost like now they're become, so when they said there was a short squeeze, or there's a big short interest, let's run this up. That really wasn't what you would call inside trading or different things. But if they now these kids on on the Wall Street bets and the meme groups and all this, they're now creating fake news and telling people fake information. And the problem is every time as you have other people get involved in it, it creates other fake information. And, if you guys have ever played that game, if you have 10 people and everyone tells somebody something, whispers something, from the time it starts to the time it ends, it's a totally different what was said. And this is what's happening. People are, and it's going to be damaging. I can tell you right now, first of all, somebody, I'm not gonna name names, because this is a very sophisticated trader. He goes, let me tell you what happened there. GameStop tomorrow to 800. That's why the whole market crashed today, because everyone's buying GameStop. I said, well, first of all, GameStop's crashing with the market crashing, so that doesn't make any sense. And I said also, the value of the market is $1,000 trillion. Apple alone's a $2 trillion company, right? So what's their entire stock market value? I don't know, 500 trillion, 1,000 trillion, probably more than that. GameStop, even at $500, what were they, a $30 billion? I don't know, even if they were a $50 billion company. Even when the stock went up, you know, when the stock went from the $10 to $100 a share, and the Melvin Capital or whatever lost, or Citadel, whichever one it was, lost $3 billion. So at $500, that would have been equated to like a $15 billion loss or something. Like I said, at the end of the day, GameStop, even at $800, is, you know, I don't know. It's even if it was $100 billion, that's no trillions of dollars. When the Dow today, you know, down, you know, 400 points, or excuse me, down 559 points, and the Nasdaq down, you know, 478 points. That is probably trillions of dollars of losses. That was not because GameStop was up today a little better and hedge funds were worried and stuff. So you guys got to just, everything you hear, all the rumors, all the BS, you got to knock that out. It's not true. And, you know, like I said, people are going to get hurt on GameStop, and they're going to get hurt again. Yeah, GameStop tomorrow, you know what? It may be up a little bit. Also, one of the reasons that you see a lot of this stuff running in the pre-markets is because they don't have any options trading. So when there's no options trading, stocks can run a lot. So that's why I wanted to tell you guys today. So you guys I was telling you guys how CCIV ran today. Well, CCIV today now has weekly options that started trading. So, and well, you know, first of all, CCIV, it shouldn't be much below 20, you know, I mean, 26 is like the actual value of the deal is like $26. I mean, the pipe's at 15, but with the lockup period, you know, 26, 27 is a buying opportunity. And like I said, you know, I made $120,000 flipping CCIV today. Unfortunately, a lot of the OTC stuff was down. So now you can also buy on CCIV. You can buy the weekly options starting next week, and then they continue after that. What's really big about this, and they're in 50-cent increments. So what's really important about this, and what's big about this, is now you have a way to hedge it. So let's say, for example, I've taken my costs. We were at, you know, we have 60,000 shares with an average cost of $37 a share on CCIV. Well, now, so let's say I want to sell the $36 strike on it. And for next week, that was like $1. Well, when it was up higher, it's actually over $2. Now, since it's closed, we would sell the call on it, 95 cents. So this is where it gets very interesting, and this is where you can hedge your bets, and this is where you can also, you know, start making more money. I don't want to ride it now, but maybe tomorrow, if CCIV goes up to, back to $32, I can sell a $36 call for next week, a call to open for it'll probably be about $2. And if I sell that for $2, so then I take my $37 strike. Now I have a $35 strike on 60,000 shares. I pick up 120 grand. So hopefully CCIV, let's say, comes up, you know, next week above that. Who cares? I'm out. I got, you know, on 60,000 shares. If it's 8 points above where it closed today, that's $480,000 plus another 120. I've got $600,000 back. I'm almost, you know, I'm back up, or, you know, ahead on CCIV. Now, let's say CCIV stays in this little trading range, doesn't go up much. I'm still going to, you know, I'm going to take $1, $2 off where I'm at and keep bringing it down. So for 5 weeks in a row, if I have to keep selling something for $1, $2 and waiting for this thing to catch itself, now my cost basis keeps coming down. So this is a great way to hedge the stock. Well, when these options started trading today, they were very popular. So all of a sudden people started, you know, buying these contracts, you know, put calls and puts on CCIV, which then caused the stock price to start moving more. So this is going to help CCIV, and it's also going to probably keep it moving a lot more, especially because it's going to be in the news and so many people are playing it. So we get back to our portfolio, and then I'll show you the trades today that I made money on. What really weighed my account down today the worst was IDEX, and also FRX, the Forest Road acquisition, because that was down today. But I'll show you guys what I did. So Churchill Capital, I bought 20,000 more shares at the end of the day at $28. So I'll look in the morning, just like today, and I'm going to show you what I did. I'm going to look tomorrow to get rid of those. IDEX, you know, this one was, you know, it's finally coming back, but, you know, when the whole market crashes and then you have Tesla and all those others crashing, you know, it's just tough, especially, you know, electric vehicle market and stuff. So It's coming down. SVAC. This one doesn't make any sense. This is a SPAC deal. They're actually buying a company. I don't know why it's down. I mean, it's definitely worth more than $10. I think we'll get our money out of this, the next few weeks, week or two. So Jaguar, same thing. When the Dow, the NASDAQ crash, this stuff gets pounded. So until Jag has a SPAC deal or has some big news, it's going to keep coming down. So definitely be a little tight there. CTYX is a position. It's actually held up pretty well. I mean, obviously we're down a little, but this thing can come back. NW Biotherapeutics, had some good news yesterday. It was up. Just like I said, these are all just in the market going to get pounded. So naked. I mean, just everything here. Not much you can do except ride them out, try and average down on some, and stuff. DSGT. This is another one. Had great news. Was up yesterday strong, and then today, just the market, like I said, just going to crash in these kind of conditions of the market. The only big one today for us was Fresh Promise Foods, which we don't really have a big position in. We also got into a new one, Life Clips. So we're down a little bit from where we got into that one. That one actually was up a lot, but it's the same thing. Like I said, so what happens is people, and like I've been explaining, is people, when the market goes up, if tomorrow the market's up 500 points and everything rebounds, everyone has all this extra money, and then they take all that extra money and they put it into, higher risk stocks, OTC stocks, stuff that isn't marginable. Well, when those stocks come down and they get margin calls or they have problems, then they liquidate all their OTC stuff and panic. So definitely looks interesting. Also, some interesting news. AABB, Asia Broadband. Somebody was saying, or there was news on that they're, for every 20 shares you have, you get another share now of stock and different stuff. I'm looking into that. I don't know if those reports are true, but we'll find out and we'll let you guys know. So let's look at the trades we did today. Also, guys, and I just want to apologize. I am so tired. Not because of the stock market, actually. I was just on the road for 2 days, and I'm going to tell you, I had one of the best casino experiences gambling-wise. Probably one of my top 10 winning trips ever. Almost $100,000 ahead for the last 2 days. It sounds terrific, and normally that would be incredible, but unfortunately the market this week I'm down 900,000 from where we started. So unless we have a really, really miracle tomorrow, it'll probably be a down week, but we're still up for the year over $1 million. And like I said, I'm seeing some patterns now, and I'm seeing, and also because of Schwab, and all the brokerage firms changing how they do margin requirements, it's also making it tougher to get stuff done. And you have to remember, like I said, I keep everything very simple. I just use Schwab. Most of my trades I do on my phone. So, and that's what I was doing today. So yesterday, remember, at the end of the day, we bought some shares. So today I sold, I put a limit order in, sell this morning, pre-market, never got hit. Then once the market opened and started going, I sold 30,000 shares of CCIV at $32 a share. And if you remember, so I bought 20,000 shares at 28. So on 20,000 shares, look at this, guys. 20,000 shares at $28, or actually 20. We bought them actually yesterday at 20, like 27 or 28.50, somewhere in there. That was only 20,000 shares, and then I bought an additional 10,000 shares yesterday at $31. So on 10,000 shares this morning that we sold at 32. We made 10 grand. On the other 20,000 shares that we bought at 28.50, we made $3.50 for 70 grand, or it was a little under 28.50. So that trade alone was 70,000. So that trade alone was a little over $80,000 in profit this morning when the CCIV hit $32. Then I bought again at $28 today, and then sold those at $29.75 on 20,000 shares. So that trade was an additional $35,000. So off those two trades alone today, I picked up 150. Make sure we have 115,000. So that was a great trade. So even so, and this is, so imagine if we didn't have that today, it would have been a $200,000 plus down day. So we actually did really good on those trades. And then I bought back in again at the end of the day at $28. So it had more. I also had a buy order in right at the close well, I had it in a little lower, then I moved it up, but I never got filled, which I could fill it now if I wanted to. So definitely some stuff. Also, I had a sell order in. I was trying to flip it again, and I'm going to be looking tomorrow for a little pop. This is the other one, the life clips that we just bought today. So this is the other new one we're into. It's looking good and stuff. But yeah, there's a let's see what else we had. The limit order here. Oh, FRX. Oh, so this is another one, FRX. So this is another one we're down. This one, when we got into it was 15. It was $15 yesterday. I mean, these things pop fast. Another SPAC play, and stuff. So I just averaged down on this position today at $3 at 310, excuse me. So it's near. It actually was a little lower. I mean, it got all the way up to like 380, but I'm just going to average this down. So it looks like we're down a lot of money, but we have 800 contracts. If this thing goes up $1, we're going to be even. If this thing goes up $1.50, we'll have a profit. And actually, it worked out really good. Thank God we took our money out of that Apple play, because Apple, if you guys saw Apple today, I mean, well, the whole market, was down, but Apple, we had the 121s, and now Apple's under 121. So those options could, it's going to be an interesting Friday tomorrow. Like I said, you may see some stuff in the morning down and up, and definitely be interesting. So, definitely, stuff to look at. But we got that. But yes, so a couple of things. Like I said, the Churchill Capital with the new movement and stuff, new stuff with the options is going to be big. You also have to remember, guys, this is a big account. So when you're trading this and trying to watch it and flip stuff, it's a lot different of a play and stuff. And I know there's other channels out there, and those guys have 50,000 in play, 100,000. It's a lot easier when you're managing small amounts of money to turn that into a lot more. When you have a lot of money in play, it takes a lot. It's a lot more watching. There's a lot more movement, and you have to, if I want to make a lot of money this year, I have to take risk, and I have to have larger positions, because if you have a small position, it's not going to take off. I mean, if I have 1,000 shares or something and it goes up 5 points, great, I make $5,000. But in a $6 million account, that's not going to move the needle. So, like I said, I'm not worried. Obviously, I would much rather the account be up, but it's not, today. But like I said, I think it's going to look good. It's coming back, and like I said, just like this. Look at CCIV. Now it's up 18 cents from being down. So I think tomorrow we'll catch this again. We'll look for those 20,000 shares to hopefully we can pop them for $2 again. Make a quick 40, 50 grand in the morning, and hopefully it gets some support. We just need this stuff to stay above water. So it's just takes a little time, but look at GameStop, and like I said, I mean, this thing was $85 today at the high. I mean, it's so far down. And like I said, people, be careful. I can't tell you guys enough how dangerous this is. Also, this is a sign of weakness. During the day today at 128 million shares, that's a lot of volume. And last night it was trading like crazy. After market, 5 million shares in a 3-hour period. That's a sign that this is done. You would see some buying power, because this is where you can manipulate it, because there's not any hedge fund working right now shorting GameStop. So this just tells me that all those people who bought yesterday, they're all done. They're over it. They're dumping it. Kevin, a $5 super chat. Congrats on a great Oklahoma trip and on CCIV today. Well, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. And next week, guys, Kevin's going to be joining me live in Las Vegas again. So, but so what else we got? But yeah, so I don't have a whole lot for you today. And like I said, guys, I am just beat. I've got about 3 hours of sleep a night, because I was doing so good at the casino. I just kept going for it. You got to keep going. But big shout out to all our Patreon members. If any of you guys want to get my trades in real time that I'm making, and it's going to be big. Also, guys, a lot of people, I've told people this before, like GameStop was a great short. Unfortunately, there's still no stock available to short. It's crazy. So if you can find stock to short, it's probably a really, really good investment. But I've been trying to short GameStop, ever since they let me short it, when it took off, and we got lucky a couple of weeks ago. But after that, and then they raised the short more, the margin requirements are like, 300% above the price now. It's just ridiculous. So it's very hard to short. But yeah, any of these that take off, or look way out of whack are great shorts. I said short Tesla, I thought it was way out of whack. But I think we'll see some good stuff. But hey, guys, our Patreon members, if you guys want my trades in real time, you can join us. Just go to patreon.com/Raja Makes Money. And we got our research team in our private Patreon group now. Ask them anything you want. We got Kenny in there helping you guys. So I hope you guys have been enjoying that. Also, tomorrow is the last day of the Webull $100 Webull contest. So we'll have the links out tomorrow. Make sure you get your submissions in. Probably be some pretty big changes over the last few days for the Webull challenge. Somebody may have had GameStop at $50 and it went to had 2 shares of it and it went to 190 and sold it. They did really good, but it'll be definitely tomorrow is the final day. So you'll need to send in your screenshots once we post that link tomorrow at close. Send in your screenshots so we can verify your and come up with the winner for Monday. So I'll be announcing the winner. I'm back on the road Monday. I'll be back in Las Vegas Monday. So we'll be doing the show live from the Penthouse Suites at the Cosmo. So that should be fun. But you know what? Tomorrow's a new day. We're going to make money one day this week or not. I would expect tomorrow the market to sell off in the morning. And based on like what the futures are looking like right now. Actually now, well, this is crazy. Now the futures are up. It was went from down to positive. So 2 things are going to happen. You're going to see either a sell-off in the morning, continue, a little panic, and then people come back in, or you're just going to see a rally in the morning and say it's the weekend, let's go in strong. There's just so much stuff happening right now in the markets. You still have COVID out there. You still have people getting it. It's crazy. Like. I'm pretty much living my life like, COVID's definitely declining. I have no fears. People are getting vaccinated, which is great. I wear my mask in public, to protect everyone, protect myself, protect everyone in the casinos. But people, these casinos are packed. People want to be out there, right? Well, out of nowhere, a kid on my son's hockey team got COVID. So, of course, now everybody who was at practice for, Monday needs to, quarantine. And for 9 days, there's no more hockey for my kids. So it's just screwing up these whole leagues and all this stuff. But like I said, people say it's getting better. It's going to be better. Hopefully, get all these vaccinations out. But still be cautious, guys. Airlines, airplane today coming home was the fullest I've seen it. It was almost 85% full. Like I said, these opening trades, they do look promising, but a lot of these companies lost billions of dollars and they have to make up for that. Yes, they may have got 1% loans or, good deals. But at the end of the day, somebody still has to make up for those losses. Those companies still have to earn a lot of profit to cover those losses. So also tomorrow's Friday, so you got options expiring. A lot of these companies, GameStop and all this stuff, it's going to be interesting. I saw that people are selling $800 puts on Robinhood or GameStop. It was for $1 or something. I don't know. Like I said, it's going to be interesting. Going to be a lot of stuff. I'm sorry for my lack of energy. Normally, I'm so much more excited about this, but I'm just beat. But I don't want to fail you guys and not do the show today. So tomorrow, guys, fingers crossed. Let's make some more good CCIV trades. I'm going to try and get that thing. Hopefully, I can trade it a couple of times tomorrow and make some, make another 100,000 on it. That'd be my goal. And also, I'm going to be looking at the contracts for next week. If it goes, if I see it up in those 36 contracts, the 36 for next Friday are above $2, I'm probably going to write 600 contracts for my 60,000 shares of stock to hedge my bets for next week. Like I said, I didn't want to do the month-long contracts because I didn't want to lock up my stock until, for 3 more weeks, because that's a long time. For 1 week, I'm happy locking it up. And even if the thing ran and I had to buy it back early or, whatever, who cares? Like I said, we're going to make our money back. We're going to make our money back, I think, on almost all these stocks. A few of them I may average down a little bit more, but it just takes time. And like I said, these are all good stuff we have. They actually have news. They have plays coming. Some of these stocks, it's just like I said, when you have a bloodbath in the major indices, it really hurts the lower end, OTC stocks and the lower price stocks. But it is what it is. That's all I can say. If you haven't followed me yet, make sure you follow me on Facebook. If you haven't subscribed to me yet on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. I appreciate everyone who's been telling their friends about me, telling everyone about Raja Makes Money. You guys are the money makers. I hope you guys make lots of money in the market tomorrow. Let's get one more green day in this week. I feel we can do it. Take care, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow for Raja.